Hey everybody, it's Bust with continuing our playthrough of the Lab of Legends. We are on heroic Lissandra today. This is like my 100th Lissandra trial, so I'm feeling reasonably decent about it. And let's see how this goes. And so black market discount is fine. As far as Lissandra goes, the two things I like to say as we've kind of progressed into the higher levels is you have to have a way to cheat on your mana. So that would be black market discount, something like sorcery, something like free mana gem. Spells cost one less is okay. Do not like created cards cost one less, but black market discount will get us there. And then we're going to have to either build towards the Frozen Thralls, which I'm okay with. So you have the Frozen Thrall landmark and the Draculorn Inquisitor. Just try to get items on Inquisitor so you can have more copies of this. I'm okay with that kind of theme. It's pretty tough to try and pick up like countdown reduction from Shurima because this is Lab of Legends, but I like to pursue this. You can also try and build around Ice Shard. I just feel as these things progress and you have to deal with, Professor Von Yip and then the upgrade of the Victor and stuff, that having the AoEs just isn't quite as important. So we'll see. Oh, the last one was a real pain. I picked up Claws of the Dragon with the item that when you summon it, you put a fleeting copy into your hand, and I wasn't quite certain how that was completely going to play out. Here, let's cheapen up the ramp spell, and then otherwise we're just going to look for Ice Shard. So I thought, I played it once, I put a copy in my hand. I played it again and put a copy in my hand, and I was like, okay, well this is sweet. So I assume if I play two spells in the same turn, that I'm just going to have a board completely full of Claws of the Dragons, right? That's not the way the game works, and I lost the trial on the turrets round because of that. And so that was a real delight to make it so far, and then just have everything fall apart. But kind of is what it is, So let's get back to this one. Things seem okay here. This is a reasonable spot to just catalyst and pass. So we'll be back to full health. He can add some spiderlings to the board, fine. And then once they get their attack in, we'll Ice Shard in the middle of combat. Want to play the expensive one? All right, we got dudes on board. Probably the best Icevale Archer we'll ever get in this run. So get going. It's so hard to actually beat the Spiders deck until you can get the Frost Guards going, and so we'll see if that ever ever happens, since it's going to take us 8 turns to get them going. But all right, things are happening. We'll just have to try and do this. Get a bunch of dudes on the board, and then Ice Shard everything and open attack again. Okay, we did that backwards. We wanted to kill the host with an archer. It was a little sloppy, but I kept being worried that we were going to lose these things to our Ice Shard anyways. Dang, we're just gonna have to put units on the board to block with. Right, well, ramp is not exactly what we're looking for at this stage of the game. We'll make the most of it. I can't believe this is the. Oh, okay. I thought I clicked too fast. I thought I clicked on flash freeze. I cannot believe this is what life has come to, where we are playing Fury of the North onto Pesky Spectre, but it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. All right, so that's happened. Now we'd have to just find find something to do. This feels like how you lose against the spiders. I'm gonna wait on the catalyst. Maybe we can get the full amount of health out of this. Okay, well that was our perfect draw, if you will. we certainly need some time with this. Yeah, this is safe. But I wanted to call this out because you'll run into this with the Dracula Inquisitor and the Mist Wraiths, as to where they play Grasp of the Undying, and so you have to be sure to keep your Inquisitor above 3 health. So, not the case against the spiders. They only have 1 damage cards. Oh boy, well, looks like we're about to get blasted. One, two, three, 4 spiders. Okay. Alrighty, let's see how much we take here. Thanks for the heads up that you were going to blast our unit. If he has another Vile Feast, this would just be a disaster. But, okay. Alright, it seems like we've survived at that point. Ooh, 3 Sisters was a nice pickup. Can't lethal here, but being able to protect our Inquisitor is quite good. And if we make it into the next turn, it's not that big of a deal anymore, but... Okay, alrighty. Lissandra's section, quite good. Turns out having tough against the spiders, having tough on your Nexus against 1/1s is not a bad strategy. Okay. So the attack here should be enough. We've got 16 Overwhelm coming at him with the 3 Sisters in hand. Okay, let's go get ourselves a champion. Okie dokie. So who's gonna show up to the party today? So I don't really like Callista. We could maybe make Callista work, but this is a lot of work, and we don't have like Blighted Caretakers or anything. I'm leaning towards just taking this Ashe. The only thing that worries me with Ashe is our early game is so abysmal that we don't have anything that adds to the early game here, and then it gets tough for her to attack since we aren't out there trading back and forth. That opponent tends to have enough units that can trade with her. But the big thing here is the Rime Tusk Shaman that I'm actually quite interested in, and I think we can get a lot of work out of these Shamans. It feels much better than just picking up Ashe, but kind of my idea here is that as the things progress, it's gonna more than pay for itself. So we'll just have to be kind of like especially careful to watch our curve for the remainder of this. So I'm gonna cycle away this Inquisitor. It gets a little bit awkward having the Inquisitor with black market discount. So the Rime Tusk Shaman is a perfect pickup, though. And here I usually wait to play the Icefell Archer, since it's kind of painful if you're up against with Bark Beast. If you're up against the Wraith Caller that just gets humongous, and so I usually like to save it. But I'm hoping that we don't run into too much trouble if we're just able to stall out the board with this Rime Tusk Shaman. Here it is. Yeah, we're gonna regret this, aren't we? So, I think we just gotta throw Lissandra in front of it now. Not bad, we'll just take 3 this turn, though.
You'll make a fine totem.
So if you play around it, then it never shows up. But If you just throw caution to the wind and throw away your Ice Spell Archer, of course, of course they have it at that point.
I will unite the Freljord.
This is kind of what I'm talking about with Ashe. You know, we haven't been able to interact with the board. If he plays some kind of 3/3 here, another Mistwraith, right, then it becomes tough for her to attack. But get a Crystal Arrow out of this. It's probably reasonable enough to just to go ahead and swing in with her. Turns out Crystal Arrow should be pretty decent against Mistwraiths. Let's get to Frostbite all of them and shut down an attack. Oh my goodness. Come the yawns.
Reveals all to me.
All of this, I don't think I want a Crystal Arrow this turn. I think we just want to be playing Three Sisters. We'd want the Frostbite option, so we need 4 mana for Three Sisters. We have 9. Okay, so Lissandra can come down. He's a good blocker on a Doom Beast. There. Moved him on me. Oh, I guess this will work out, right? We just prevent the damage, and since he attacked with the 1/2, we can get the trade in. So the Ephemeral will die. It's going to take us another 100 turns to win this game, but we're looking strong on the board here at least. Uh-oh. That's annoying. It's like, maybe he's just going to be out of Mistwraiths. Maybe not. I don't want to just be out here trading Usgar for this Mistwraith, so hopefully this will play out okay. Go, perfect.
Come, my warrior. Show me your worth.
I live and die for you alone, my lady.
Alright, so we should be safe now, right? Is Lissandra going to flip? Let's not... she'll flip after we play Usgar, and then that just kind of ensures that we can ace anything they do. All of their units have 2 health outside of that big Wraith Caller. So, okay, I think we're safe now. It's going to take us a few more turns, but... Flip. Oh, he got the discount. Boo. Totally gonna forget about this with Lissandra and the discounts. Usually, I forget about Lissandra anyways, so you know, maybe it's not that big of a deal. There's the flip. Now we can Ice Shard at will and not take any damage.
Succumb.
These look like we can throw Usgar here. I want to get the 4/4, but Lissandra is meaningless now. Okay, this should be strong enough. I don't want to Ice Shard because then we start losing Usgars. Did your job, Lissandra. We all appreciate it. There you have it. That's how you beat the Mistwraiths, right? Vengeance, get that shit out of here. Alright, alright. Prepare for Thresh. Like, the problem with Lissandra, we see it playing against Thresh. Oh, Q cost 1. Beautiful. Coming down with the Frozen Thrall in the first turn is great. But, oh, what a decision. You make us either pick the Inquisitors or Feel the Rush. Feel the Rush is so good. We have the discount for this? We just have to take Feel the Rush, right? But no, like the problem we'll run into here, and you run into it against Professor Von Yip, you run into it against Heimerdinger and the turrets, is you just don't have any way to interact with what they're doing. You don't have any removal spells, you don't have any challengers, and so they just kind of get to do whatever they want at will. And it's just kind of a real pain in the ass. And so my kind of way to approach Thresh in the lower difficulties is just to say, okay, kill every unit. He'll just trade his early game plays out, whatever. You don't get the option here in the harder difficulties just because these units start on the board, and so you can't just get a full clear on all of his units on the first turn of the game. So it's a bit of a pain, but the big one that you want to take advantage of is the Chronicler of Ruin, the 3/3 for 4 mana. We don't have any way to deal with it here, but that's your one that gets turned into Threshes, and so if you can kind of keep it off the board, you can really deny them Thresh for a long time. That's not what we're going to be able to do this game. I don't think we want to play Frozen Thralls just yet. I'm just like looking at banking the mana and playing Catalysts shortly. So there's the Chronicler we can't deal with. Let's see what happens. If we can Fury of the North with 3 Sisters and take it down, that gets us so far ahead strategy-wise. Perfect. But you don't really want to have to be coming up with dumb shit plays like that. Just come down and deal with the Chronicler of Ruin. Ultimately, the big problem with this Lissandra deck. You can wait a turn on the Draklorn since he's not going to get us a Frozen Thrall for another turn, but he should be safe here. We're out of the box range. Just bringing in these Chronicler Ruins. Fresh doesn't know the strategy.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
All right, that's not the one. That's the one I'm least worried about. We're losing here, so I guess I'd rather just lose Lissandra. But as long as our Inquisitor stays around, I'm happy with this turn. Pick up another Chronicler. Feels like they have infinite copies of them, so it'll always be a thing. Okay, then we can start working towards Field of Rush. Alright, so Lissandra, you've done your job. You block down here. Is 1/8/8 going to be enough? We've hung on to this Brittle Steel forever, so let's maybe just do it like this. Where we Brittle Steel the big boy and block with the Inquisitor, put less damage on our 8/8. Seems fine. Ramp. Yeah, the 0 mana Lissandra. Have time to pick up spell mana before Field of Rush is ready. Be able to play it next turn? Would we have been able to play it this turn if we banked? I can't remember our mana, but 8 plus 3 is 11, and so that's of course one way to look at it. So in other terms, yes, we probably should have been able to do that. Oh, snap. Thanks. Aw. just immediately bring me sadness. Alright, now this is the other problem that you run into with Field of Rush is our board is completely packed and we can't be adding 10/10s unless our opponent attacks into us. Okay, so we can kill off the Rekindler. I think this is fine. Our health is going to reset after Thresh, so let's lose our 2 units, take a chunk of damage here, and then we can Feel the Rush. I don't think this will be lethal, but it should be pretty close to just ending the game. No! Oh, damn it. Alright, I guess that's another thing we're gonna have to remember is Feel the Rush Lissandra brings another unit, brings another thing on the board. Damn it. Okay. So many things to remember. Hey, we got our black market discount working on the Watcher, so if we never play enough big units, then we can maybe close the game out that way.
No, 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 no.
I think we're fine. This game's done. It's just gonna take a bit of time. I'm curious if there's a better flipped champion than an 11/11 flipped Lissandra. I mean, we can pop the Thresh with a entomb before he can attack. It's probably the way to go about this. We just need to get into on our next attack token. These fobs will turn into the 8/8s. So as long as we make it that far, we should be okay. Without losing, make it that far without losing our Inquisitor, I should say. This is the biggest one. Lista, I guess. Prevent. Alright, I think this should be enough to do. Got a lot of blockers, but he doesn't have a lot of health, so hopefully the 16's enough. We can Ice Shard if we need to punch through some of this damage. This game just ends here. Memes, right? There we go, we hit the Ash first. Oh, that's the only champion we have left, huh? Get him. Okay, on to the Frey Lord. Oof. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, this is a double interesting. We have Hold Them Off, which just buys us a ton of time, or the Domination, which gives us a bunch of big attacks, let us actually get more active with the Ash. I think we just want to hold them off, though, right? We're really struggling with our early game, and that just buys us so much time. Cat's gonna knock stuff over. But anyways, moving forward, I mean, Bastion is a little slow. I'm not really looking for any of these. These cards are all pretty garbagey. I don't like re-rolling here, but I like to just pick up something cheap that we can, I guess, work on clearing the board with a little bit. Avalanche should be fine. I'm not excited about it, as you can tell by my tone, but hopefully this will help us survive more of the early game. All right, Frey Lord, here we go. Feeling the rush and stuff. Ooh. See if we can make one of these 10/10 champions our vulnerable unit. Not bad, right? Okay, we're starting with Lissandra, so I don't really want Frozen Thrall. Icevale Archers can be okay here. We probably want to keep it just because it's cheap. It's trying to like piece in my head. What tends to happen is they play the Challenger Wolves and then immediately hook the rabbit, but then after that, it's nice to be able to frostbite down those challengers. Gonna get this field rush happening in no time. Yeah, 'cause against like a real a real opponent, they would probably not attack with their 0 attack challenger, but they're just like auto set up to hook up the snow hares. Okay, see if we can clear some of this out. Hey card. Oh, next level plays. He done got us good. Dang opponent. Alright, let's bank. How far away are we from Field of Rush, right? So we have 7 mana, can't play it here. Next turn we'll have 8 mana and can play it. So we just don't want to spend any spell mana this turn. Jeez, we already flipped our Ash? Dang, I guess that's what happens when you have the Frostbite passive. Are we just gonna lethal next turn? No, we can't play the Crystal Arrow, right? We can feel the rush, but we won't have the other 2 mana to play the Crystal Arrow. Life is hard sometimes. There we go. Make the noises. He may not be able to block anyways, right? If we just hit a... Can we hit the second Ash here? Yeah, we hit. We're just going to Frostbite both of his units so he can't block. That's the stuff right there. Get it done. I don't know about you all, but I had fun with that one. Good stuff. And so, okay, I think we have like good enough late game. It's just the interactivity that we need, right? If we can keep pulling off cutesy stuff like that, our late game's going to be good. It's just a matter of getting to that point of the game. And so I think this is okay, picking up this Rune to Dragon Guard with Challenger. I mean, something, right? Can't kill a Von Yip on his own, but it can at least get into combat with him. So there's that. Putting nabs onto Rhymetusk Shaman. I don't think I want any of these. I think this is a re-roll. We don't want to shuffle Avalanches in. I don't really want more Three Sisters, and I don't want them generating Poros. Rhymetusk Shaman is something we'll never want one copy of, so we can let that go. Oh, Doran's Blade on Lissandra is the real deal, though. Like, the thing that we run into in Expedition so much is that, like, 2 attack is abysmal, right? It's just... everything has 3 health. You can't kill anything with 2 attack, and that's what we see with this Lissandra here. She just is not combat relevant, but as soon as she gets that +1/+1, then things get real. So I think this is a fine start. Ash, I mean, we can probably just get rid of our Ashes. I mean, she'll come online quickly enough, but it feels much better drawing these Lissandras. No block? No? Thought he might. Trying to play this Dragon Guard, but doesn't seem like that's going to be a thing. Easy. Right, getting these Frostbite challenges isn't that bad. We're rolling right through here. We'll just shut down the Elnick for the turn. We'll get the Frostbite Shaman going, so we get the 2 Frostbites every turn now. And it's not like perfect in the sense that he's going to have some good blocks along the way, right? We're going to come in here and hook his good unit. We'll attack with Lissandra and team. He can block with his 05, and it's going to get the Scargrounds bonus. But hopefully after this turn, they'll just start to fall off, right? We're just going to Frostbite these at the beginning of the turn anyways. I think the attack is still good. Do this, we'll Catalyst. I don't think we want to play anything else. Moving on. This is such an annoying bug. This is like one of the bugs that really gets me on this Feral Mystic up here. I'm trying to highlight with the big damage stun burst on it. Ugh. Come on, Riot, you're better than that. Right. This is okay. This will give us an opportunity to get our Inquisitor going. Turn the 3 landmark here into an 8. So this Frostbite onto the 4/2 is super easy. He's out of mana, so we don't have to worry about anything else. The 4/4 has Tough. That's a bit annoying to deal with, so we'll obliterate here. Onto the 4/4 Tough. Our 4/5 onto 2/4 is good. And Lissandra can take care of a 1/1 Tough. Beautiful. The dude's board just got aced. Don't know if we have lethal here. We got 8-10 on the bench. It looks like we've got 20 total once we see what's up front. We can do it, fam. Right, I math that good? Oh man, -1. I'm getting so good at math now. Oh man, that's usually not the case, but... Hey. What are we gonna do here? I am always a fan of Buried in the Ice, but I don't want that, like, nixing our ability to, like, cheapen up Field of Rush. It's fine if this was, like, the only one we have. It just gets really awkward when you get, like, Field of Rush cheapened and then they just go kind of back and forth, back and forth. I really want to have, like, the one expensive spell getting cheapened. But here, I think I'm okay with Field Promotion. We don't have, like, a lot of combos with it, but works well with Ashe. It's cheap. You know, we can get some big interactive plays going with it. I think this is a nice pickup for the squad. ZZ Rod Portal on the Thrall. No, thank you. We'll make our Icefell Archer a little bit more combat relevant. Cool. Move it on. Okay. We got it all, didn't we, huh? I'm really interested in this field promotion plus Ashe. Like, these scout attacks with Ashe seem fine. And then we're getting our Field of Rush right from the get-go. This is the hand that dreams are made of. Ready for it, Sejuani. Oh, we get to hook down the Weirding Stones on our turn 3 with the Dragon Lord. We ever just want to give the Dragon Lord Scout instead of Ashe? That seems less ideal. Take down his ramp. This is where we got to stop it. We stop and do the mathematics on when we'll get this on turn 9. Or at 9, we could play this on turn 7. Was that right? Or turn 8? Right, next turn we'll have 5 mana plus 3 banked, so we just want to bank 1 mana this turn. So we're not going to play Ashe this turn. That makes sense. We could wait 2 turns on the... We could wait a turn on the Field of Rush. Which I'm kind of on board with, but no. It's, the 10-10s are just so good against the Sejuani deck. Let's pass. Taking 5 is not a big deal. I'm just not going to play any of these cards. So our Ashe is already flipped, though. Is that a lethal? She'd come in for 12. 12 plus 3 plus 5. That doesn't seem like 25. Okay. I gotta quit saying I'm good at math. I'm gonna sit here and try and figure out what 12 plus 3 plus 5 is and not get it right. But this is lethal, though, right? He can't block any of this. No, that's not right. I was thinking his whole team was going to be frostbitten, but that's not the way this works. Lissandra's still good here. It's going to frostbite the 5/5, and the 3/9's not going to take. Unless he has Fury of the North, but that's not that bad for us. Cool. I don't want to call my shot, but I think this one is donezo. Why would you hit the little one? Oh, I guess you can hook it with Sejuani. Okay, let's let her get the attack in. You're doing stuff. Frostbite the squad. Gonna get the Scout and Nuzgar going. Oh, no, not that thing. Here we go. Just the attack on its own should be enough here, but why not? Why not go for the cool way to do it? Got him. Easy. That's the way we like him. Easy game, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's the shit right there. All right, on to Piltover. I'm feeling strong about this one. It's again too early to call our shot. I can't call a shot with this stupid deck, but oh, picking up mana flow. All right, so we got the black market discount and the mana flow. I'm okay-ish sometimes with Trifari and Might in these style of decks, but mana flow is just too good to pass up. These all suck. I think it's okay to just probably draw the card with Lissandra. I don't want to give her Overwhelm. That's not that. Well, ooh, hang on though. Maybe we do want to give her Overwhelm because we have Feel the Rush. Okay, I'm behind that. Okay, the Foundry. I do worry. I mean, this Von Yip's the real deal. And our way to deal with Von Yip is to just either, get one of these ridiculous draws where we throw down a bunch of stuff, or to challenge him 2 turns in a row. That's a strategy, I guess. I think we got to get rid of Avalanches. Units are going to be too big for this. Right. Well, we got the Lissandra Ash start. Do we ever field promotion the Lissandra? I can't imagine we do. We're gonna Ash is the cheapest unit in our hand right now as well, so she's gonna be coming down super cheap and super quick. This always weirds me out, right? It's like when he plays the 1-cost cards, it's like he gives everything +2/+2. It's like, I don't know how games work or anything, but it seems like it's a little better than it's supposed to be. Got cheapened. Oh, damn it, the Lissandra got cheapened. That's awkward. We can take a 5-hit from this. This is gonna copy is it gonna copy Feel the Rush? That would be good for us. He doesn't have any champions in his deck. Oh, that was bad. I thought we were only gonna have to deal with 1. See, this is what pisses me off about Von Yip. Oh god, he's got to slam him in here. It's that like this gets. I guess it's the other card that costs the jury rig that costs 1 and not the scuttler, but it doesn't seem like it works exactly right, and it makes me upset. Okay, so I guess that turn we'll just chalk it up to better learning. We should have played the Icevale Archer to prevent some of this stuff, but that's happened and we have to move on. So do we want to field promotion or Ash? Can't protect her quite enough this turn. Let's just get the Rime Tusk Shaman going. We can trade down onto like Scrap Scuttler. Shouldn't be able to add more units to the board this turn. That's like the big thing with this play. Okay. Not happy with taking that 10 damage.
Send chills up my spine.
Let's make it legal.
It's like, can we just lethal with Ash next turn? She's not the best of plays. I think we have to get these Icevale Archers to go. Can't be out here taking more damage. Okay. Opponents out here copying 3 Sisters. It's been made apparent.
Life runs in our veins.
Oh, what do we get?
All right, well, Ash seems reasonable now. Let's field. I was thinking if I wanted to like wait and field promotion Usgar, but I think we can do everything we need to do here now that we can play 3 Sisters as well.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Oh, that's a harvest right there.
Might be able to just get them good. Cool. He replaced the draw a bunch of cards thing, so hopefully we'll be taking less puff cap damage here.
Excuse you.
Nice. He dropped down the brittle stealable unit. Stick shots, okay. Death ray, useless, but okay. But all right. So we definitely get a second attack with our Ash now. So Ash will frostbite the 4/4 over here on the left. He's got the 3 attack unit that can't kill her. We can't attack with our 3/3, but otherwise, this seems good.
Chills up my spine.
Sir, you served us well, Ash. Do we want to protect with a +3/+3, or do we want to just pick up Field of Rush next turn, or +3/+4? This is fine. Our Archer, and of course the awkward thing, we don't have enough space on our board to get more both units off Field of Rush if we hit Lissandra first. He attacked, so that's positive.
Runs in our veins.
Play them KDA noises. Which way are you doing this? Turn an hour unit into a 1/1. Okay. Nice. Does not seem that does not seem ideal for you. Alright, so we can lethal this turn. It's probably not worth trying to play things slow and gain health off of the Catalyst of the Aeons. Guess we can't lethal this turn. Right. Come on, dude.
The cold creeps in.
We'll be playing this Catalyst of the Aeons. Let's just add the Shaman, right? And just guarantee that they're not going to have any blockers next turn. Catalyst, sure.
Chills up my spine.
Bet this attack does it. Nice. Okay. Okay. Make our way onto the turrets. Let's see, what are we doing here? We want to get 6 cost Usgars? It's not the worst. Just help guarantee that we can cheapen up our Field of Rushes and stuff. Sure, that's a reasoning. Makes it weaker with the Lissandra flip, but we're not playing towards that too much anyway. She's more ADC Lissandra this trial, costing the 1 mana with her Doran's Blade. Okay, definitely want to hang on to Field of Rush. Rhyme Test Shaman's too expensive. And let's get to it. Yes, considering on this Brittle Steel, we probably need to keep these since that's just so high quality against the turrets.
Secrets hidden by frost.
Oh, buddy, we can just Ice Shard or Avalanche or something next turn to probably kill about everything. Won't kill the. Does he get the 2/2 this round or the 2/1 tough? Those mathematics don't add up. All right, well we'll wait till combat so that we can Ice Shard away the turret. But this is quite good for us. That's safe. This is going to be a Catalyst turn. Getting us a little bit closer to this Field of Rush. Should be able to play it next turn, right? I have 7 mana next turn. So we just need the. We don't even need the full amount of spell mana, but. So we can lead with the field promotion. Right, this is the next time you play a unit. Feel the Rush summons units, so we can't do that. That's unfortunate. Riot doesn't let us have fun all the time. But these 10-10s are down super early. This should be more than enough to close this one quickly. Okay, so whatever you can kill. Ash will pop the Voltician, turn on the Oracle's Eye. Yeah, none of opponents' blocks here are any good.
I'll lead us to victory.
Make some blocks out here. Bring some of that in. Excellent, excellent. So I think it's safe to say that this one is done, but it's just got to be a matter of whether or not we can get through this without taking any more damage. Avalanche seems good here. Be enough to get shutdowns on all the turrets. Guarantee that we keep these Volticians in line. I like it. Lethal next turn? It seems like we can just lethal here, right? We can hook the floor be gone. Couldn't block anyways because of Ash. Okay. Still a 21. Alright. Let's make our way to Victor. Played so many of these Lissandra trials. It'll feel good to get this one. I've been hacking away at this one for quite a while. Can't call my shot. We gotta stay humble and stuff before we get into this round. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I don't want to make our archers cheaper or more expensive. Brittle steel is cheap enough already. I'm kind of leaning towards just taking this Three Sisters with the health potion, to hopefully give us a little bit of health buffer should we need it. And then it's always the way I always talk about these victors. As long as you can kind of deal with the first one, then you tend to be okay. And so if we can drop an entomb onto Victor, tends to be good enough to end the game. All right, we got this draw again. I think we're safe to get rid of the ashes and just hang on to Lissandra Feel the Rush. It's going to take quite a few turns to actually get her down.
Can you improve perfection? Safety, disengage.
What do I do? What don't I do?
Neither of these can lethal, so I want to get damage on them. They'll probably block with something, and then this lets us brittle steel in the future.
See? This is progress.
Interesting.
Welcome to the tipsy hour.
All right, so where do we stand on this Feel the Rush? So next turn it will cost 9. We can't play it. 2 turns from now it will cost 8. 2 turns from now we'll have 6 mana. So we'll be looking to play Feel the Rush 2 turns from now. That feels safe. These are safe. I just want to make sure that we don't that we have our mana banked by then. Yeah, this is reasonable. I'm not going to play any of these cards here, I don't think. Good. Well, we can avalanche away his 2 smaller units on the left without losing anything. Probably as good as this is ever going to get. So then the only thing here is next turn we have to bank 2 mana. So we can only spend 4 mana next turn, which shouldn't be that too tough to pull off, right? If they just spend their turn playing Victor, then we don't have to play Entomb. I think we're good. I think this one's almost to where we can call our shot.
Let's talk about your
Let's just get rid of Lissandra. We'll take a little bit less damage this way. And I don't want to play this. I don't want to risk losing out on a champion if we hit Lissandra on the left of our Feel the Rush. All right, things are looking good. Here's the Ash flip. Victor's already frostbitten. I think this one's done. I think it's safe to call it.
even the greatest mind
This attack isn't good though. The Ash will hit the Tavern Keeper. Absolutely. Oh goodness. I don't even want to play any of these cards. Alright, let's just pass, see what happens. This is Victor's gonna get a point of attack. Maybe he'll attack with him now. Like, I almost want a Crystal Arrow just to come out here and draw a card, but... Oh. Certainly bringing it here. Oh, Brittle Steel, we need the Flash Freeze.
The time is right. Strike now.
It's like a game ender, right? Losing everything he has on board. Alright, well, we don't have enough damage to lethal. It's going to take a few more turns, but we dealt with the first Victor, which again, it's huge.
Swiftly now.
No blocks here, we'll hit him for 20. A little scary in that we don't have any units to add to the board, but we got a bunch of Frostbites in our hand that should hopefully be enough to deal with this stuff. Going right to the face place, huh? Scary.
Winter is the Freljord.
Not as scary as a Scout and Rhyme Tusk Shaman, but it's scary for some people, I'm sure.
A gift
Right.
from Avarosa.
These two bigs are going to get frostbitten. And frostbite the Tavern Keeper with our Brittle Steel. Ash's attack will frostbite the Gearhead. As long as it doesn't have a way to give a unit bonus attack, you can't block anything here. This should be more than enough to just end the game, though.
Now I pack a punch.
Okay, I'm seeing neg 23 here, so I assume that's enough for it to end. Nice, nice. That was a long time coming. This Lissandra took me a while to get going, but I feel like my strategy's good. My downfall has become your knowledge and success. So yeah, not a bad little trial. Feel the rush is just so nice there with the black market discount. But again, you know, if you're out here with the Lissandras, the big things you're looking for are these ways to make things cheaper. You know, black market discount here on top, mana flow here on the bottom. The sorcery to refill your spell mana every turn is good. Spells cost one less is good. Just something to get yourself going in the early game. And so then after that, you need something to do in the early game. Just, you know, combat-wise, your early game is just garbage. And then ideally, you find some way to interact with what your opponent's doing. So you have a real tough time dealing with the Professor Vod Yips, the Heimerdingers, the Thresh Round. Just having the means to interact with your opponent's stuff. Pretty tough for this deck to do. But yeah, not a bad little trial, you know. Hope you all learned how to feel the rush a little better. Maybe learned a thing or two along the way and had a good time watching. This is Bust, and we thank you for being here.